Hey guys, it is that time of the month again. I get to give you the updates, let you know how last month went and what's coming this coming month, give you dates of things to pay attention to and the like. So yeah, how was last month? Well, last month was a lot of fun. Of course, we did the Josh Smith, we did the Kirk Fletcher, and we also did my blues solo. Not as usual, month on month I get to say this, not quite as many submissions as I would have liked, but that's absolutely fine because I feel that this page is adapting quite a lot. I think the focus is changing. The focus for that was very much a case of giving you some transcriptions to learn, as well as there being things for you to transcribe. So if you aren't aware, over on the Patreon page, the actual Patreon website, if you filter, you can filter posts by tags. So you can filter by downloads, and what you'll find is tabs that you can download, things that I've done, projects that we've worked on together. So you will be able to download all of those tabs. I need to do a few more notes on the Josh Smith one, and yeah, they'll go up pretty soon, right? Live stream was a lot of fun, and if you check that out, cool. If not, it's still on my YouTube, so of course you can go and check that one out. So yeah, good work guys, but let's look forward to this month. So we have to talk about Study Club, which is of course the $20 plus thing, and we have to talk about transcription challenges. Let's mix things up. Let's do transcription challenges first. So I will be doing my transcription live stream this month on I think the 29th of March, which is a Friday, of course. Now, I don't check these in advance. In theory, that should be okay. We shall see, though. If I need to change that for any reason, I'll let you know. I have to check these things with the wife, and she tells me if we have things happening. But as far as I'm aware, I should be free on that day. So 29th of March, that'll be late, 11 o'clock UK time. And I'll stream for like 3 hours. So we will get these transcriptions done. In terms of what we're doing, I obviously said that I would like to do Brian Setzer. So we will do some Brian Setzer, but you know what? It's actually proved very difficult to get some good high quality live footage of Brian. And for those live streams, I kind of need to use live footage. I can't really use studio recordings because they instantly get blocked worldwide if it's on major label stuff. So yeah, that makes things very difficult. And like I say, it's difficult to get good live footage of Brian. There's pro shot stuff, but then you have the same problem. If it's owned by like Eagle Rock, they will then flag your video. Even if it's fair use or educational, it's just not worth the battle, to be honest. So yeah, I've had to strip things back in terms of how much Brian will be doing. I'm not going to play the clip in this particular video because I think the point is that there's lots of different versions of this that you'll be able to find. But what I would like to transcribe is Sleepwalk. So this is obviously one of fan favourites for Brian, and it's a nice opportunity for you to transcribe some chords and then see how he plays the melody over those chords. Sleepwalk is an absolute classic staple of that rockabilly era. Guys like Danny Gatton play it all the time as well, or played it quite often, I should say. So yeah, Sleepwalk. Check out some live versions of that. I want you to transcribe the chords, the way he plays that intro, and then transcribe the melody. If you want to be bold, if you want to go on and then transcribe a solo, by all means do. But as far as I'm concerned, that's like a beginner's challenge. So give that one a go. Next up, we have the intermediate challenge. Now, this one is going to be the Per Nilsson solo that I posted in the group, this particular solo. I'm press play on it now, I'll let you check it out. This is very cool, True Temperament Frets, of course. We're going to talk to Per, hopefully, on the channel this month, so it'll be an opportunity to dig a little bit deeper into his mind on things. He's a great player. We have covered him before on Patreon, doing some free time stuff from his instructional video, but I thought this would be a fun one to dig into because, like I say, he has a very cool and unique voice on the guitar. To me, he sounds like he's heavily inspired by keyboard players. He's definitely listened to a lot of Holdsworth as well. So this will be intermediate to advanced stuff. Even if you guys just transcribe the first 8 bars, remember, all the work that you put in is work. It's all good. It all helps your ears. So it sounds like this. That'll do. So yeah, I say intermediate, right? You'll probably look at it going, wow, Levi, that's actually quite hard. It is. It's definitely hard. But my advanced solo this month is even harder, believe it or not. So, well, it is and it isn't. I did a video, actually filmed it like 10 minutes ago, talking about Bumblefoot, Ron Thal. And I am going to set some challenges for you guys. I don't care what it is. I want you to transcribe me some Bumblefoot licks. Now I'm going to give you some pointers. I'm going to give you some places to go. I'm going to ask you to do the turnaround solo, the solo on turnaround. I'm going to ask you to transcribe the intro lick on Abnormal. And I'm going to ask you to transcribe the guitar fill on Rockstar for a Day. Now that's after the first chorus. If you want to be brave and do any of those, you know, I will be impressed. What I will say, and this is really the lesson here, is when you transcribe, sometimes you can come across things that are so far removed from your understanding of how things are played. You need video. You need to see how these things are being done. So you will have to dig around to find videos of how the hell he's executing these. I don't think the notes are going to be a problem. I think you'll always be able to find out what the notes are. But in terms of how he actually plays them, you'll need to see him explain them, because I wouldn't have been able to do these transcriptions without being able to ask Ron, what the hell are you doing there? So yeah, that's my tip there. And I'll also make mention of the song Malignant Carbuncle. That's the basic concept of what he's doing on Rockstar for a Day. So yeah, maybe if you can find out what he's doing on Malignant Carbuncle, you have a better idea of how he's doing that fill on Rockstar for a Day. To be completely honest with you, I know that I'll be able to do Turnaround and an Abnormal. I think Rockstar for a Day could even be a problem for me as well. So yeah, but we like a challenge, right? So, next up we have Study Club. Now, Study Club, I am going to change the day on this month, unfortunately. Fridays have become a little bit more problematic for me. I have something that I'm doing on Friday evenings now, a hobby. And, yeah, not being able to do that makes my life a bit miserable. So, if I can not be busy, if I can be free up until about 10 o'clock on a Friday, that's cool for me now. So, I am just going to shift it to, I think, maybe the 18th of March. But you guys let me know. If that doesn't suit you, I'm happy to do the weekend, the 16th or the 17th. That one's absolutely fine too. Book-wise, we're going to take a look at the Frank Gambale Technique book. I am a big fan of the Frank Gambale Technique book. Terrible, terrible name for a book though, because it's not about technique at all. It's about methodology and application of music theory. So, but there's a lot of cool stuff that you'll get in here. I think it's like the introduction to chromatic superimposition and stuff like that. The essential soloing theory course for all guitarists, it's described as. It is a good book. There's some great content in here. You need to milk a lot of the content out of it to get more from it. But yeah, you should enjoy this one. So if you're a Study Club $20 plus guy, I will post a link below where you can purchase a copy of this book. It's via my Amazon affiliate account, so you can tune in and really get stuck in on that one, and to see how I use a book like this to expand my own practice routine and make myself better. On the note of books, remember guys, I still have a bunch of copies of this, Slide Guitar Soloing Techniques. Currently I am only offering them for sale to you patrons. So yeah, like I said, I've got maybe 35 of these left. So if you guys would like one, please do hit me up, because I would really rather not have 35 books sat in my house. So £15, this is the only way you can get a signed copy of this book. And these are actually not printed by Amazon, who do the normal printing when you buy them. These are printed by another place, and somehow they're even better quality. Everything just feels a little crisper, and the cardstock on the covers just feels a little bit thicker. So yeah, best version of the book, buy it direct from me, best version of the profits, right? So yeah, please do let me know if you would like to pick up a copy of that. Like I say, £15 plus postage. So there's that. Last month I used Patreon money to buy myself new lights. Okay, you saw this. I spent like £500 I think on some LED lights. They weren't good enough, which was really annoying. So I had to send those back. And then what I ended up doing was I spent a ton of money on new LED bulbs for the lights that I already have. So I got rid of all of the halogen bulbs. It was 4 bulbs there and 4 bulbs there. and like, I don't know, 80-watt bulbs, so they kick up a lot of heat, and this room would get really, really hot. I'm now using these LED bulbs, and the difference is unbelievable. This room is not on fire right now, and these lights have been on for about an hour now. And if you think of my live streams where I stream for like 4 hours, it's incredible how hot this room really gets. It turns into a sweatshop. Well, I mean a literal sweatshop. I am sweating, and you could sell the sweat. Not that I'm forced to do labour that I don't really want to do for no money, though I guess those live streams are labour that I do want to do, but for next to no money. But, you know, all cool. Anyway, so these lights, guys, in all of the Patreon time that we've had, these have been one of the best purchases that I've had. And I have to thank you guys for that. I wouldn't have been able to buy those without, again, your support on Patreon. So, yeah, in terms of what I'm doing this month with Patreon money, True Temperament are sending me a neck for review. I'm not having to pay for that, which is nice, but it's just a neck, so I need tuners and... I need to put it on one of my guitars, to be honest. Really, I'd rather buy a new body to put it on, because I don't want to really take the neck off any of my tellies. So we'll see what happens, but that is going to be a focus this month. There's actually been talk of me going to the Matthias Eklund guitar camp, which I'm undecided. Like, I've always wanted to go to that. I think it would be a lot of fun to go to that. But now I'm in this position with the YouTube channel, I think it would also be really cool for me to go to that and document a lot of it, and really, you know, make some cool footage and talk to some guys. I'm not sure how much that would cost. It's not that bad, to be fair. I reckon it's probably a month of Patreon money. And ultimately, I guess that's what it's there for. So you guys let me know. Do you feel that that's an acceptable use of Patreon money? Because, like I say, the focus of Patreon is always about making better content, right? Is that a holiday or is it business? It's kind of between the two. It's something that I do really want to do, but at the same time, I can make it about work. So I think that'd be a lot of fun. I might look into that. So yeah, anyway, guys, support. Let me know. Any questions, comments, concerns, ideas? Did I say suggestions? Let's say it again. Suggestions. They are always appreciated. And you $50 guys, please do hit me up. Let's get some lessons booked in, because they are always a lot of fun. Anyway, yeah, cool. I'm going to go and edit some videos and get them up on YouTube. Thank you again, guys, so much for the support. It really, really does help. Huge, huge help. I never really go into my financial situation, but why not? It's at the end of the video. So the last year or so has been hard, because of the actions of some of my friends and being falsely accused of bad things, but me still standing by and supporting good people. That has led to attacks on my character and people going after my work. That was single-handedly, well, not single-handedly, that was the driving factor that stopped me from working with Lick Library. It was the driving factor that stopped me working with Guitar Interactive magazine. It has also come in and stopped me working, I'm pretty confident at this point, because I've not heard from Troy Grady in quite a while, because they started attacking him for working with me. So it's taken that avenue of revenue away from me. So really, I'm subsiding now on Patreon, book sales and teaching and stuff, and of course transcription work that does come in. And fortunately, Joseph, you know, who is my publisher, he's one of the nicest and has more integrity than any other people that I've ever dealt with. So Joseph knows that I'm a good, honest person, and if I vouch for someone, they're probably not a bad person. So and I stand up for what I think is right and what I believe in. So he's been very supportive of me. If the book thing disappeared, then my life would be really, really hard. As it currently stands, though, I get paid for my books every 2 months, and the way I deal with my Patreon is I withdraw Patreon money every 2 months, and that is helping to tide me over now. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, because you're keeping me alive, for lack of a better word. If thanks to guys like Sargon of Akkad, if Patreon disappears, then I'll be in big trouble again. So anyway, thank you so much, guys. It really does mean a lot. And yeah, I will see you during the month. Latest.